Let's talk skin. This is my first video back. I know I've been MIA for a while, but this is what I've been going through. I want to share it with you guys because I feel like if there's even one person out there that is going through the same thing as me, I want you to know that you're not alone. I'm right here with you. Video because genuinely this is like how I want to be right now. I am doing a full breakdown of everything skin today because I am having one of the worst breakouts I've ever had in my entire life, and it has been so debilitating. 1, 2, 3, let's go! Obviously this video is going to be very vulnerable. I'm just going to sit and talk here for like 10-15 minutes, so let's get started. Now, I'm in my 20s, so this is now adult acne, and even when I think about it, I still think, oh, I'm having teen acne, but actually no, I'm having a full adult acne breakout, and I literally never thought that that would be me. Life has funny ways of being like, haha, JK, that's gonna be you today, right now, actually. So I started getting acne when I was a sophomore in high school. One day I just started getting breakouts like in between my eyebrows and my forehead, and actually to this day I still have a little tiny bit of scarring that has basically gone away from the acne that I got when I was in high school. I didn't do a very good job of taking care of my skin back then. I was using like very scary remedies like toothpaste on my breakouts, and I actually scarred really bad when I was younger. I remember I went on a trip to Costa Rica and I got a ton of mosquito and bug bites, and literally my legs were covered in bites and they looked like all these dark spots, and people used to call me like a jaguar or like a leopard because I literally had so many scars. Now my legs, they've kind of gone away for the most part, but I do scar pretty badly. Also, I'd like to note I wasn't wearing sunscreen back then. I started wearing sunscreen my sophomore year of college. I did not realize how important it was up until I was a little bit older. So that's probably a huge reason why, especially growing up, literally living in Arizona of all places, where the sun is the strongest it could possibly be. Ugh. I had my acne. I happened to go to the dermatologist for something else, and while I was in there, the guy was like, oh, also, did you want to fix your acne? And I was like, I guess. And so he gave me, I want to say tretinoin. That pretty much cleared it all up, and then after that I started Curology, and it literally transformed my life. This is not an ad because we'll get to why it's not an ad, but Curology literally worked from my sophomore year of high school up until pretty much now, so that has to be what, like at least 8 years. And I would tell everyone Curology is the cure. Like genuinely, it changed my life. It changed my skin, and my skin was perfect. Exactly 4 years after I started getting my first bout of acne and breakouts, I got my second bout of acne and breakouts, and this was when it hit me the most and had the most impact on my self-esteem and in the way I felt about just being seen in public, because this was the first time that I realized that even after your skin is completely clear, you can still have full-blown breakouts, and they can last a really long time. I had gone vegetarian, but I'm also dairy-free, so my diet was basically all carbs and protein powder, and I just was not eating enough protein. My body wasn't getting enough nutrients, and so I was getting acne really bad in my forehead. At this point I was wearing sunscreen, so it didn't scar, but it was so bad, and none of my friends had acne at this point because everyone is done getting acne in college, and I literally felt so lame. I was so embarrassed. I literally did not want to go outside. I didn't want to go out. I felt like the ugliest, most hideous creature, and I was so upset and I was heartbroken because I didn't stop doing Curology. I didn't stop doing anything. I was taking care of my skin the same way I always had been, and then all of a sudden now I'm having this full-blown breakout, which I haven't had once since having acne in high school. On Thanksgiving I started eating meat again, and then my skin slowly started clearing up, and I was able to put 2 and 2 together to realize that what my body needed was a lot more protein. And since then I've actually been very afraid to go vegetarian or vegan because of that specific experience. Now for the timeline of when I started getting it this year, or I guess last year. So sad. I really thought I was out the woods, and I was so proud of myself, but it's okay. In May of 2025, gosh, I remember like my skin was perfect. It's so sad. It is sad to think about, but I really do want you to know that like it should not stop you from living your life. So don't let it stop you. Although I know it's frustrating, you will find a cure. You will find a way to treat it. You'll get there. I'm literally in the middle of the journey right now. But in May 2025, my skin was perfect at the start, and then I started getting a little bit of something, but it wasn't anything too crazy. For me, I was not having breakouts, period. I would maybe have 1 pimple or 2 pimples right before I would get my period, or maybe after dermaplaning, and that's it. So when I first started getting it, I was not worried. I was completely unfazed. I was like, this is normal. I get this every month, whatever. As the time goes on, it's not going away. She's not going away. And it's getting closer and closer to my birthday, and my skin is getting worse and worse. I am going to insert photos here because it was insane how bad my skin got at one point. And I started freaking out, and I was like, it has to be my Curology. Something's not working. Like, I'm doing everything I need to do. I didn't do any new products or anything really, so I don't know what's going on. I had a friend whose mom is a dermatologist, and I had him connect us, and she sent me a full breakdown of a routine that I should do. So I started doing benzoyl peroxide face wash in the morning, which was something that I was hearing not only from her, a dermatologist, but also from friends that had breakouts, and also from all the TikTok doctors. So I was like, okay, you guys know what you're talking about. And she said to get different gel and to use that and start small and then eventually work your way up, and to do salicylic acid face wash at night. So that was my routine. And then I was just doing the Road Barrier butter as my moisturizer because I needed a very hydrating moisturizer to keep all the moisture in. Also was doing sunscreen in the morning, not at night, obviously. And honestly, my skin cleared up relatively for the most part. I would say that the acne was the worst around July, right before my birthday, but I was also extremely stressed during that time. Too many things were happening at once, and the stress of everything was like making everything worse. But then slowly things got better. I also started drinking a lot more water, which is something that I have been prioritizing heavily. Also not sleeping on either side of my face, sleeping with my head back to my pillow as much as I can. My skin cleared up for the most part, but it was nowhere near as clear as it had been. Right around December, I was kind of just really frustrated. My family was in town, and my cousin recommended that I try Head and Shoulders shampoo because they were saying, what if it's fungal acne, because it was really itchy. And so I was like, okay, I'll do that. So I started doing fungal Head and Shoulders for my face, and I will say it made my skin feel really smooth. The right side of my face almost completely cleared up, but the left side of my face was still very blemished and just not the way that it usually looks. At this point, I'm going crazy. I don't know what to do. I'm doing everything, and my skin is like itching every time I touch it, every time I wash it, every time I put any sort of anything on it. It is just not working. Basically what I believe is that I messed up my skin barrier, and that it needs a gigantic break from all sorts of treatments, period. Canceled my Curology subscription. I'm still using the face wash from them because the face wash is really good and it's gentle. My simple skincare routine to repair my skin barrier. After that, we will start to maybe incorporate a toner. I don't know, something fun. Is a gentle face wash and a gentle moisturizer, and that's it. And in the morning, SPF for the next month. That's all I'm doing. I do believe that less is more when it comes to skincare. Doing too much on a face that is already breaking out is just going to make it break out more and make it more angry. Sometimes you have to take everything away, strip it down to the simple. Let your skin run its course and figure it out after you allow your skin some time to just breathe on its own. So far, that is what we're doing. I'm going to be getting blood work done to just test everything, see if there's like some sort of hormonal. I'm a young woman and my hormones are changing as I'm getting older, so it makes a lot of sense that that could be the issue. The hardest part when you have acne is it's something that takes time, and it's like your hair. If you cut it, it takes time to grow out. Your acne, if you start breaking out, you have to figure out what's causing the breakout first off, which could be 1 million different things. And when you do have acne, you should remember that it is your body telling you something, and it's better to listen. Something is off, whatever it may be. It's important because it's telling you that something is off, and it's better to listen and figure it out and get to the root cause. I just want you to know that if you're in the same boat as me, whether you're having adult acne, whether you're a teen and it's your first time having acne, or whether you're even older than me and having acne, you're not alone, and it doesn't make you any less beautiful, it doesn't make you any less gorgeous, and it should not take away from the confidence that you have for yourself. Even the hottest people get acne. I mean, I have acne. All the hot people have some sort of something going on. It should never take away from how you feel about yourself, because it's just something. It's just one little thing on your face, and it's gonna go away because you can figure it out. It can be treated, it can be solved, and when it is and you have perfect skin, you're gonna feel just as gorgeous and confident as you should right now. I know it's very hard sometimes to focus on the good and not think about the bumps on your face. It doesn't take away from your personality, it doesn't take away from your intelligence, it genuinely doesn't take away from you, your aura, who you are as a person, and you should never let it change how you feel about yourself, because the inside beauty is the most important kind. You can be just as beautiful whether you have acne or not. I promise you, it is not taking away from your beauty the way you think it is. I'm like, you know what, screw it, I'm still gonna go out, I'm still gonna look good, I'm still gonna feel good in my skin. This is me, acne and all, and if you like me, then you like me, and that's just that. But I'm not gonna be any different with acne versus without it, so don't feel alone, and I will keep you updated with everything going on. Comment your routines below, or comment your stories below if you want to. Just let people know that there's other people out there that are going through the same thing. Truly, you are not alone. I'm right here with you. Bye, and happy 2026. We'll have some more fun videos coming up soon. And one last plug, Hiiiiii. I just started using this on my lips and it feels incredible. I use it at night, or like whenever I just finish off my skincare routine, and it literally lasts all night. I'll wake up, my lips are still glossy and glowy.